5, 4, 3, 2.
Does drive a Fiat though, so Tony, fix it again. Anyways, tonight I present, damn, I'm not even drunk yet. I present Gentry Blue. I'm so excited because they're doing an acoustic type set. I just can't wait to hear it. Come on, guys. I love it. I love it. awesome.
That was Tell 'Em I'm Insane. It is our most recent single, released 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday, I believe.
I think two weeks ago exactly?
No, it was a Thursday. 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
it was a Thursday, yeah.
2 weeks ago yesterday. Tell 'Em I'm Insane. But yeah.
We got a music video coming out in probably 2 weeks. Very exciting. So, yeah.
It's been filmed. Just in the editing process. It's gonna be great.
50s victory rolls, housewife, energy, murdering. Like it's like Scooby-Doo. Oh no, it's absolutely like it's a murder ballad, but it's like a murder song. But it's so funny because like our friend Taylor, she directed it, and she was we filmed it in our house, and we moved the couch a ton, and like we did lots of shots for such a small area, like our living room and our kitchen. Like it's really tiny, and like honestly, it's probably smaller than this whole shed, to be quite honest. But it's like there were lots of shots that looked like Scooby-Doo, like the original cartoon. So it'll be really cool. So yeah, it'll be cool. You guys want to use something?
No. This is the song that we did our last music video to. That was, I think, part of the introduction.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is Cutthroat. Written during quarantine.
Never thought I'd be stranded in this friendly foreign land. Honestly, I'd say that I don't mind a single bit. These milliseconds bleed in the months at a time. Gotta take a minute and sacrifice some stormy spring full moon. Last night I heard the wind howling my name. I flew up high like a bird in your dreams. And if I fall down from the sky, will you throw me back up to fly? Times will change, but no one knows. Fate still has cruel cards to play. story. So we quarantined together, and I met his full family for the first time, like 4 months into our relationship, and I quarantined for 2 months with him. Worked out just fine, but we had a song. It was kind of folky, just wasn't gelling. So we're like, let's just start from scratch, something new. Within like 5 to 10 minutes, he had that full bum ba da 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 na na na.
Yeah, we were just in my living room, just the two of us doing a co-write. The music came first, and then some of the lyrics were even like
I literally wrote it on like some of the lines. Like I was so nervous about just people being nervous and like kind of like I wonder if like I could sense what was happening because like it wasn't fully like I saw someone with a mask and I was like, oh, they're sick. Like I don't know, I was like freaking out, and I was like, I literally wrote one of the chorus lines in like I've still got the journal, like is this foolish or is this brave, going to a new city, like meeting his family, and then also like I'm leaving in a weird time. I don't know, that's just weird. It's weird. So yeah, anyway, so that's kind of fun, you know, like I don't know. It's funny because Jake over here, he like he's a good friend. I don't know, you can't see Jake on camera, but he really likes Cutthroat, and we were talking about lyrics. Like I think you asked me lyric analysis or something like that, and I was like, the more I thought about it, I'm like, this is actually a really depressing song, but it sounds really cheerful. So it's just like the world sucks, but whatever. Okay.
if you don't listen closely, you think it's just like an upbeat song.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's funny. Anyway, do we want to do Downfall?
I can be down.
Okay. songs you think? How many songs you think? Yeah, I think so. Oh, duh. Yeah. That's right. What next? What was? Oh, I guess we could do that. I don't know. We're indecisive. I said we're going with the vibe and the spirit, but it's currently being complicated.
Should we just do What Lies and call it that for this set, and then
Let's do that. Oh,
do you want to do Eclipse?
I was gonna do a fun loopy thing. Let's do that. So I used to live loop a lot in high school. That's kind of how I started I didn't have a band in high school. This is actually my first band ever, which is crazy. But I kind of discovered electric violin. Then I started live looping, and I kind of wrote this in high school. Then we wrote What Lies our sophomore year of college together, me and him. And then where are you going?
I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to play.
Okay. And then we just kind of synced the two together for a live show, which is really cool. That's all. I don't know, just fun facts.
A rental car later, and I'm here.
But Gentry Blue. Thank you
Oh my
guys.
God, you guys!
are fucking
I did not
amazing.
want to miss you guys in any way, shape, or form.
She was trying.
I feel like you were at the Goddess show, and I was too afraid to say hi because I knew it was you, but I was like, do I say
Afraid
hi?
to say hi.
I know that sounds so like hi. It's so fun to meet you. That's so funny.
I know, I've seen you so many times, and I love you every time I see you. It's
Gosh.
so great.
No, I'm trying to go to a Symptom of the Universe show, but like I am so freaking busy all the time. It's terrible.
I know. I'm just gonna have to book you on one of our shows so
That
we
can
can.
work.
It's the. I'm sold. I love the violin. Huh?
Goddess Hour episode 2.
Oh,
Goddess Hour episode 2. So thank you guys so much for coming and actually playing a show with us. I know you were always busy. I stalk you on Facebook all the time, and I always see you're doing shows everywhere.
They just got back from Iceland, of all places.
I know.
Yeah, no,
How
I was
amazing
like,
was
oh
that
my
trip?
God.
Literally like yesterday, which I bet Anna DeBonis is watching. Where's the camera?
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Thank
I'm
you.
pointing at the wrong camera.
Thank you
Hello,
for
Mom.
the trip. It was incredible. No, but like it was her idea. She wanted to go, and it was incredible. We stayed there for like about 5 to 6 days, and it's just like if you're looking to go out of the country or like save up for like a crazy vacation, go to Iceland. It's incredible.
Was it
Go to
strictly
Iceland.
vacation? A little bit of business?
No, strictly
it just-
vacation.
Okay. Did you get some B-roll though that you can throw in some videos?
Honestly, it's not terrible.
I did want to ask, did you take any instruments with you or anything to play over there? Or?
No.
It was a good vacation from all that. Honestly.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
We're-
like, at this point, I'm a career musician. I play for a living. I'd like to, vacation is that's my job or whatever.
He's
Yeah.
constantly
That's
looking
taking
at
time off for
Facebook
life.
groups,
No
constantly.
business. I
So
bet.
he's always just on, just looking at his phone for gigs.
Me too. I am
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
always on the interwebs. I'll sit there and hang out with my husband, and he'll be playing video games, and I'll just finally look at him and be like, so I guess we aren't watching a movie? He's like, I thought you were working. You've been on your phone. I said, well, if you're playing video games, I am going to work.
That's funny. No, I feel like that happens to us a lot. Like let's watch some TV, and then we're just kind of like we'll cook dinner, but it's like 9 p.m. We'll have a glass of wine, and we're like, oh, let's go to bed. So like just suddenly like sleep on the couch. Like we're 22.
Yeah.
We're doing that, like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's that. How old did you say you guys were?
22,
22.
22, 21.
21, yeah.
All
Me
right.
and Lydia were actually born same month of the same year, just 16 days
Yeah,
apart.
he's 16 days older than me. It's funny.
16
All
very
right.
important days.
Oh yeah, because he's
16 more days
No.
for greatness to come.
No, not
Right.
just that, but he was what 2? He was 2 during 9/11.
Yes.
He likes to rub that in my face for
Oh,
some
that
strange
you-
I was,
reason.
I was 2 during 9/11, and Lydia was 1. And so the difference between like a 21 and a 22-year-old isn't nearly as big as the difference between a 1 and a 2-year-old. So the tragic event like that happened when we were in very different phases of our lives. She was she was a 1-year-old infant. I was a 2-year-old.
Oh,
toddler.
yes, I was-
Yeah, you were already wreaking havoc.
already
You,
there.
she was still adorable.
Such a naive child.
It's as if I could have basically processed it because I was 2 years old.
Oh my god.
Well, I won't tell you how old I was.
I don't even remember how old I was, honestly. I was
That's where
a
we're gonna
while
leave
back,
it.
yeah.
Oh my god, just leave
And,
it.
I don't remember how old I am now.
I
though,
do know
so
I was working at Dave
you
and
asked me, I
Buster's
wouldn't
Oh
know.
my god.
in Houston,
I was working
Texas.
at a pub,
And I do
and I
know.
didn't have to be at work until late that night,
Oh,
later that night. So
gosh.
it was, I woke up to, hey, wait, this isn't what I wake up to. Why is the fucking news on? What the hell's going on? Then I decided to turn it up, going, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then I went to work and was like, what the fuck happened?
I turned on the news and got to watch the second plane. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I remember
all,
that.
All I know is that I have a younger sister born in June of 2002. So.
Oh my god.
Mom, I know you're watching right now, but you heartless bastard.
So we know this is a very serious matter, but
Wow, that's a sibling rivalry.
That is.
wait, I'm gonna check my phone. Does she text
I
me?
can just watch
No.
and just turn the TV off.
So, for the audience that doesn't know who you guys are, can you kind of say your band name and then go around and tell everyone what your name is?
Yeah, absolutely. We are Gentry Blue, Gentry, and then blue as in the color.
We used to be called Gentry. That's my last name. It was not my idea. Our first guitarist, Travis, he was like, we were running out of band names, and we were like, I think I found an old list of band names somewhere, and they were just all crap. They were terrible.
Bad ones.
Terrible names. So
Yeah.
so he's like, no, you should use it. It sounds cool. I'm like, okay. And then we added Blue about a year later, which I think it sticks. So my name's Lydia. I do vocals and violin. This is Brendan DeBonis.
Otherwise known as Debo. I'm the
Debo.
Two E's, not one.
What?
No.
Spelled with 2 E's.
No.
No,
It's
no,
one E.
no, no,
One E.
that is fake news.
D-E-E-B-O.
No, D-E-B-O.
D-E-E-B-O.
No, D-E-B-O. And
D-E-E-B-O.
Anyway.
I think I'm the best source of what my name is
I
spelled
don't
like.
think so.
And also, at the same time, another important distinction is when my full last name DeBonis is being spelled, the B's got to be capital. But if you're just doing Debo, it seems a bit excessive, you know? I think that they should all be lowercase except for the
Debo.
first letter.
Right, it's
Debo.
Debo, not Debo.
Okay.
Yeah.
As in like the beau, you know, like
The
boyfriend, the beau.
Well, I'm
More
not-
like the fiance.
The
Yeah.
fiance, right? You guys are newly engaged.
This is actually how we met. I had a poster at Belmont. We met at Belmont, and I was like, I urgently need a drummer for my new band, and he was one of the guys who answered it. So that was like how we met, which is really special.
Yeah,
So
I was
That's
actually
awesome.
I was
Yeah.
the drummer in the band for 2.5 years, and then just became lead guitarist like a year ago, and it's been fun for sure.
yeah, and then we got Will Gibson over here.
What's up? I play bass.
It's a great last name.
Oh, thank
Are y'all related?
Yeah. I don't know. My dad's been around.
Well,
dang.
There is that.
Mom, if you're watching, there's something I need to know. What the heck? He said I had his eyes.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, do you know?
Oh, welcome to HomeMade God Studios presents
you.
people. That's awesome. So, Mr. Gibson. Yes.
The Gibson who plays Fender.
Wait a minute. Saunders. Same thing. Fender.
Always a Fender. Yeah. Recently.
Actually, my first bass was Ibanez.
You two are walking oxymorons.
Of course.
Did you just call them morons?
Oh, the oxy kind.
I'm sorry, I'm canceling
Oxymorons
that.
are more important than regular morons.
Oh my god.
You got that oxy, it keeps us clean.
Oh my god.
You can keep telling yourself that.
Tell yourself that.
It's the liquor.
Actually, I've not had no liquor.
It's because they were missing me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just happy to have you.
Can you bring me a bottle? Surprise me.
Okay.
So how long have you been with the band?
I started
About a year
July or
ago.
August, something like
July? I think
that.
last July-ish.
was when I agreed, and then August is when it actually
It happened.
So,
You
yeah.
started practicing with us in July. Your first show with us was in August.
Yeah, something like that.
And you've done about 1 million since.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, like.
the band like sorry to make.
Oh no, what were you gonna say?
But yeah, the band like definitely reached a whole new level as soon as Will joined. This has been the very consistent, solidified lineup ever since. So
How many lineups have you had?
I think two for the most part. We've
Okay.
had like
Full
several,
lineups.
two like solidified, and we had like a lineup change in like June to July, and then like now we're kind of like right after that happened, we kind of y'all know Year of October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like we played a show with them at the end.
They're
and
so
then-
good too.
They're
They
so
are
good. Oh
amazing.
my god, and they're such nice people too.
They are.
They're incredible. They started giving us gigs that they couldn't make.
Check your IM, Year October. I sent you a message today.
Oh well, no. But
Played on this stage.
They did
Oh,
play on the
shit.
side on the-
Yeah,
on
they
the
did.
outside
That's why I
stage.
sent them a message today.
today.
I just like for them to come on
Today.
the inside stage and put on a show because that would be amazing.
what's cool about Year of October is that they're like exactly a decade older than us basically.
Honestly, yeah.
And it seems like in a lot of ways I feel like they remind me of like kind of like older versions of ourselves.
They've had some
kinda.
similar situations, which is really cool. Like I think Josh was working door at Springwater, and we like after we had like played together, and like we just talked about a bunch of like band happenings and like their whole like 10 years of being a band and our like short 3 years, and it's just really funny. They're awesome, but yeah, they started giving us gigs that they couldn't make, other bands started hearing about us, and like honestly, just we played so much in the fall that I was like, I think you probably agree, Will. We were just like, we need to step back. So even though we're still playing a ton, we're
Well,
just
being
like, oh my
students
god.
Really,
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys are still in school?
Yeah.
well, Lydia
Are
and
you
I
really
both-
still in school?
We both have one more semester left.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, they both graduate this December. I graduated this past December.
Because you're
so-
older.
Yeah, this is
Older.
the 16
This
days.
is
I was always a year above her school-wise, so. But
It does
Yeah.
make a difference.
But yeah, I graduated this past December, so this is the one single year that, like, you know, we're kind of doing, like, different stuff in our day-to-day lives with them being students and me not, but I'm sure in a year it'll
Mellow out a little.
we'll be more or less like the same page in terms of, like, you know, what exactly we have time for, what our schedules will look
Yeah.
like, you know.
Like, we're definitely thinking about, like, live streaming on Twitch more, like, doing a similar setup like this. We have a Belmont friend who has a ton of just audio gear that he's housing in our house, and I was like, hey, do you know how to, like, do, like, a Twitch live stream? And I've been doing some research, and apparently, like, that's a really good way of making some, like, income. And I'm
Yes,
like,
I have a friend that was telling me we should get on Twitch. I'm
You
like, I don't
should.
know. I'm still trying to navigate TikTok.
Yeah. Oh my god, TikTok's crazy. No, I'm like reading a ton about that and experimenting.
And we're all over 21, right? You're over 21?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm just playing.
What do y'all want?
He's 21 exactly.
I'll take a coffee. I'll take a coffee.
Exactly.
I figured.
like today's his birthday.
Some cool shot glasses.
Had him for a while.
He's the baby of the band. He's a young 21-year-old.
Well, I remember I think I saw you guys and Year of October here for the first time when I
Really?
saw you guys.
I'm trying to think of
Were
when
you
that
here
would
for
be.
that? Yeah, you were here when they were on.
Did you guys do the Halloween show too?
Oh, no,
Then I
no,
watched
didn't.
you on the show.
Okay.
And I fell in love with your voice.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, oh my god, who are
That's
these
not what I
people?
want.
They're so good.
That's very sweet.
But again, I'm a big fan of like strings and the whole electric violin. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that existed. It's
Well,
just so good.
It's cool because
Thanks.
the electric violin community as a whole is like such like kind of a niche community.
We're all friends with each other on
Yeah,
Facebook.
and, like,
literally everyone.
It's cool because like what we're doing, what Lydia's doing specifically is like really trying to bring that niche community into like combine it with like the more like kind of progressive rock community at the same time and just like kind of create a great
Sounds
hybrid of all the stuff out there. So
That's awesome.
The music community growing, staying
Oh
independent,
yes.
and being
Yeah.
supported by everybody.
Yes, that's the only way to have it happen.
Yeah. I can't do shots. I have to just slowly sip.
Oh.
Hey, sipping, hey, nothing wrong
That
with
was
sipping.
that was good. What was that?
That was the coffee.
Oh, I love the coffee.
Tastes wonderful.
It is. It's one of my favorite.
It's sophisticated.
I don't think so.
coffee without caffeine,
I
man.
know, right?
It would be
taste.
awesome if it did.
Right?
I don't
but
think it
does
would
taste
be.
good in
No,
coffee.
it tastes of coffee
yeah,
It
just in
tastes
general.
good in coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you get the caffeine.
The actual coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you all meet in school?
Mhm.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so, yeah, like we're engaged now, but obviously, like we were saying earlier, we met just because I responded to a random band poster that I saw like 3.5 years
Yeah.
ago.
Our
What did
old
she
line-
do that you knew she was the one?
Oh god, that's a good question.
Only
Well,
right
I feel
answers.
like we had, since, you know, we were quarantined together for 2.5 months, it was one of those things where it's just like, I feel like just emotionally the relationship moved very fast in the sense that, like, we felt very comfortable around each other and felt, like, super emotionally
Like we were
bonded and
already
connected.
friends. Like literally,
Really early
yeah,
on.
we were already friends. At
And
that
so,
point.
like, when we were quarantined, we had probably only been dating for, like, about, like, 5 months or so,
it was like,
technically.
yeah, that sounds
and
about right.
We had this, like, really just deep conversation where we just, like, let all our emotions out, and that, I think, is the night that we kind of mutually decided that we
Aw.
really felt like we were meant to be with each other for the rest of our lives, kind of. And it was at that moment, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like logically, like it's only been this short amount of time, but like
Yeah.
I feel like it was enough at that moment, and it's been going great ever since.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, that moment hits, you know it is. That's how it was with me and my wife. When it hit, I knew. I knew when I met her. I knew.
Aw.
This is it.
Some people it takes longer than others. I knew my guy was mine the moment I saw him, and 12 years later, here we are.
Aw.
We just got married in December.
That's so special. special. That's awesome.
But does it are you guys like creatively, does that, help your writing sometimes? Does it,
I still feel awkward whenever we co-write because I'm like, oh, like I'm such a lyric person, and I'm like, it's my internal thoughts.
Well,
Yeah,
what's
like
cool
it's,
about me
yeah.
and Lydia's co-writes in general is that I'm typically more of a music person, like a more like arrangement kind of oriented person.
Yeah.
I like the music theory nerd of the band kind of, and like Lydia's a lot more of like a lyricist.
Sometimes I'll just be like, okay, here's a bunch of stuff, I'll edit it later, but just like, here, look at it, and then mentally I'm thinking, I'm like, he doesn't, I can't be in the same room, like I just can't.
But what's cool
Yeah.
is that when we'd only been in the band with each other for like a short amount of time. We didn't really know each other that well. We weren't dating yet. That's when we wrote What Lies Together. That was our first ever co-write.
It was also when I realized I had a crush on him, so
Oh.
I asked him out, so yeah.
Back when we were young teenagers, back when we were 19.
Oh yes, 19-year-olds.
We were 19, so old teenagers, but young and
Yeah.
That's when we co-wrote What Lies in like a practice room at Belmont, just where I went to college, where she still goes. But
Ah yes.
And was it one of the small practice rooms?
It was one of those, yeah.
It was
one
in
of those
Hitch.
Or was it one of the bigger
Or was it in
ones?
Wilson?
No, it was in
No,
Hitch.
Hitch, that's
It
what
was
I
in
meant.
Hitch, which are a little roomier.
You're like, I know this
Okay.
picture.
If you've never been into them, I used to have full band rehearsals back freshman year
Okay.
with drums, bass, 2 guitarists, and a singer, all in like maybe
A closet.
4 of these squares right here.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
like
So
you
tight.
okay.
Yeah, we were like touching each other, packed in there.
Wow.
Crazy.
By the end of the things, we would all be dripping wet, in like
Yeah.
30-minute sessions.
Like worse than
Like-
playing in a
Still play any of those songs?
Oh yeah. So what?
Do you still play any of those songs?
No, I don't. That band kind of fell apart.
Okay.
But I actually sent, because I had quit playing bass for about 2 years before I joined with them. Just kind of got discouraged with music and everything. And then Lydia hit me up, and she's like, "Hey, do you still play bass?" And I'm like,
For you, I do.
Yeah, totally. Because I saw them do a Rush cover at the end back freshman year or sophomore year or
Nice.
something like that.
Wow.
Rush is
And
my
it blew
favorite
me
band.
out of the water. I still
Nice.
have the video. I remember thinking, oh, I hope one day I'm as cool as those kids.
Wow.
And like, I
You
fucking
gotta
loved
do the
it.
Rush cover now.
No,
Oh shit, we don't have our drummer right now.
You kind of need the drums
I
when we do
know.
Rush.
Damn it, Caleb.
we did that last time, I think, didn't we?
Yes.
We did do that last time.
We
didn't
did. Working Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was Working Man.
Yeah, with.
I mean, I've heard you do it at the Goddess Hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did it at Deliciously Nothing too. I have this
You
awesome
did,
video
Yeah, you did do it on.
viewing when during his solo and he gets up on the chair and just,
Yes,
it's
yes,
so
I
kind
do
of funny.
remember
Honestly,
that,
like I'm just like.
I remember some of that night. That was the night I
Some
got
of that.
really.
Yeah, I remember,
That was the
I
night
remember.
holding you up
You
for the
remember
photo.
holding me
Oh
up?
my god.
I remember the next morning I was told I was in a challenge and was like, what the fuck happened? And then I watched the video and was like, oh my god, what was I doing?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a fun night, though.
That was great.
It was one of the first Deliciously Nothing podcasts that I had dove into, which is how I met everyone here. Miss Keita invited me out one night to guest host, and I've never left.
Yeah. Can't get rid of her. Try to mess up her car, she still finds a way here.
And it's true. I didn't have a car, and I told them I am not coming, and somehow I managed to rush to the airport, rent a vehicle, and get here just in time to catch my favorite song.
Yes. You were
So I
listening
thought-
on the way down.
I was like, oh my god, I'm not even gonna tell them I'm coming. I'm just gonna come.
Surprise!
Deep down inside, I kept thinking you're gonna show up.
You guys know me too well.
Wait, so you came from the airport just now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we came this morning. He picked us up, and then Jake also was there at 1 a.m. So literally,
So yeah,
All at the airport.
all at the
I
airport.
Yeah.
I found
That's
out
crazy.
when I was on my way here around 4 o'clock. I went to go start my car, and it was done. Like there was nothing I could do. I messed with it for like 45 minutes. Called them and said, "Hey guys, I'm not making it tonight because my car is done, and I just got it fixed a few weeks ago, so I don't know what this new problem is." So then I was like, I was sad. I was sitting at home, and my husband was like, "Well, we're gonna have to rent a car anyway," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And so then I sat there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take an Uber to the airport. I'm gonna get that damn car. And then I got the car, and I had no intention. I was gonna go right back home, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm 20 minutes away from the podcast. I'm going.
You are
Appreciate
here.
that.
You are
I
here.
couldn't.
Thank you.
Man, I wanted the opportunity to sit down and talk to you because, like you said, I've seen you around. but we've never gotten to sit down and talk and actually have a conversation past, oh my
Absolutely,
God, you're
yeah.
amazing.
Aw. Well, I'm very glad you made it. And thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That means the world to me.
It's just, it was really special. Kita's been talking about tonight, and, you know, I've been looking forward to it. And I was really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm
What's
not going to be
happening?
able to see you
Oh,
tomorrow.
I think I saw your
Yeah,
comment,
I gotta work a show, but tomorrow's show,
Yeah.
fantastic lineup.
my God.
So much
Yeah,
talent that you're
best,
playing
yeah.
with.
Is Pool playing tomorrow? Or
Pool
Yes,
is
Pool's
playing
playing.
tomorrow. Catfish Seminar.
We have not heard Catfish Seminar yet.
They're early. They're great.
They're
Catfish Seminar is right
amazing.
there.
Yeah, Catfish Seminar is right there. They just had an album release a couple weeks ago. You can look
Yes.
it up on Spotify and listen to that.
Cool.
It's
It's a
good.
great album.
You'll love it. I know you guys will love it.
I'm
It's
excited.
right up your vibe.
Yeah, they're
Hell
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, they're really great. I almost want to go down there to go see them and you guys and then come home, but apparently I might be blocked from going. I don't know.
Oh.
So, and plus the gas and all
Oh.
that.
It is far away.
How far away is Belfast from
From here, it's an hour and a half.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because it's like 45 minutes from Franklin.
Yeah, it's an
jeez.
hour and a half from here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's country roads.
Oh.
I get lost on country roads a lot.
Well, that's good to know, just so we can head out early.
But I
and-
might show up. I
You,
don't
if you want to, no one should stop you.
Nobody should.
No one should stop you.
At least stay to
We'll
see your
try to
guys'
stop them
set.
from
and-
stopping.
Yeah,
you,
like
so.
no. If someone stops you, you Facebook message me and I'm gonna like kick someone's ass
Okay.
for you. So
So yeah,
I
I
will pull some
mean, you've
plugs.
got San Pedro, Catfish Seminar, Fargo Strut, Sedona, Newfound Me, Pool, Sidewinder, Meditator, Chunder. I mean, that whole lineup is just stacked.
Yes.
I know.
That's
Farmers
freaking
Market.
awesome.
So
And I love Eli, and I think I saw Newfound Me here as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this band is so amazing. And then I got to do a show with the Fargo Struck guys, but I haven't gotten to do a show with them. So, I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
You,
there's your next show.
right here.
No, clearly, there you go. There's your answer.
Gentry Blue, Newfound
There you
Me,
go.
and
That should
Symptom
be
of
your
the
next show.
Universe.
Okay.
Shout out to Newfound Me here on July 15th.
Yep,
Yeah, July 15th, you can
Newfound
talk to
Me.
Newfound Me. They're going to be here in studio. I believe we also have a special music video that's going to be made here in
Oh.
studio in a few weeks.
Joffane.
Joffane.
Jaw pain.
2 weeks.
So-
Joffane.
Jaw pain.
How do you feel about the new studio?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Great.
cool.
Great.
It's
no,
not even done yet.
no, that's what I can't believe is like when we stepped in to load in, I was just like, dang. I mean, obviously space, but the string lights are cute. I'm a Gen Z person. I'm like, oh, string lights, I love them. But like, no, they had a lot. I'm not gonna lie. There's a cool looking Gentry sticker on the side. I gotta admit, that's pretty cool. No, I'm
Very
no,
flattered by that. Thank you.
No, no, but like, I mean, just this whole setup. Like, I'm kind of in awe. Like, I was telling you, Johnny, how like me and my dad built a tree house when I was younger, and that in itself was a feat. Like, he mostly did all the work, and then me as a, I don't know, 11-year-old was sort of helping barely. But this, oh my God, this is a feat. Like, this is, you should be very, very proud because this is
yeah.
like, I would hang out here. Like, I'm serious. This is so
And that's
cool.
the vibe we want to
That's what we
create
want.
here.
Yeah.
We
People
want
to come
people to
hang
come
out.
and hang out.
cozy.
It is. We're even going to have a country jam session here in June.
June 9th.
9.
It's going to be a Thursday. 6-9.
It's
gonna be our first- It was supposed to be our first official Thursday.
Yeah, it was.
Me and Lydia will be in New York then, so.
Yeah, we'll be
Aw.
gone. So it's like,
You're welcome to come up here if you
I
want.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
June
come.
9th,
Yeah.
Oh,
6
yeah,
nights.
Bring your
you should
instrument
go.
and
You're
come
not working.
jam.
It's a Thursday night. Come on up.
I might have to.
It's
Yeah,
going to be a
that'll
good
be wild.
time. We really want to do the country vibe, so, you know,
yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I drive a Ford.
Take a lot of country gigs to pay the bills, so I know what all that's about.
There are a lot of our rock friends that they do the country gigs to pay the bills.
In
They
fact,
do.
I actually, after the show tomorrow, we go on at 2. I actually have 8 hours of gigging after that later that night because I've got a 4 to 8 shift and a 10 to 2. So
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Where are you playing?
Gotta pay the bills somehow.
Yeah, where are you playing?
But yeah, I'm playing a wedding reception in Murfreesboro.
Nice.
4 to 8, and then playing Broadway 10 to 2.
We're in Broadway.
Yeehaw, Rippies.
Rippies.
Yeah.
Hey, that's, you know, being here, I hear so many people, you know, give people that play Broadway, you know, so much slack and everything. But I mean, seriously, you guys are the musicians that are doing it every day. You know, you guys make this city happen. You're the reason people love coming here. When I visited Nashville 3 years ago, I was only here for 2 days, and I just looked at my boyfriend then, husband now, and I said, oh my God, I could live here.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. Now we did make a joke about how we heard Tom Petty like 15 times. But what I didn't really know until I moved here and I actually got to go visit places, I didn't know that there were stages on every floor. You know, and when I see that to me is one of the most amazing things about the city. Like, no matter what happens, no matter what changes, what clubs close, what clubs open, music is just part of the foundation of everything here. And I love the fact that there's so many musicians that are making money and making a living on Broadway. One of my favorite things to do is drive down there during shift changes. And I love seeing people with their instruments just coming in and out and going to the next gig. I mean,
That's
it's
a good idea,
It's a great
honestly,
community
yeah.
for sure.
it is. And it just makes you appreciate what we actually have here in this community, which is why I do the concert calendar. And I'll include, like, if bands don't send me their gigs,
Then you
I
can't-
spend
yeah.
hours researching and looking and trying to, like, I go to all of my favorite things.
It's a huge
Yeah.
list. And like the fact that like literally someone on Reddit asked like, hey, where are the, like for the Nashville subreddit, they're like, hey, where are the non-country gigs? I'm just looking for something in town. And I linked, I don't know if it was your account or HomeMade, but I was like, they do something almost like every week. You need to follow them. I don't know if they did, but I would.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you
and
do
that's
such
part
an
of the
incredible
concert
job.
calendar is
Yeah.
like, I had to tell people that because I was on some like cover band group or tribute
Yeah.
tribute band, Dick.
Tribute.
Well, I don't remember what this group was, but either way, someone was talking about how Nashville, oh, well, if you're going to go, it's all country, it's all this, it's all that. And I'm like,
No,
I
no,
said,
no,
don't
no,
listen
no.
to somebody that doesn't live in Nashville. I have to
Yes.
hunt for country. I have to hunt for that. I said, you can go and hear anything you want. I saw a Swedish black metal band a few weeks ago at the Springwater.
Really?
Like, straight from Sweden.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, you can
That's
catch
awesome.
everything.
Variety here for
And I
sure.
wouldn't have known about it if I didn't do that concert calendar.
No, I mean, like, it's so cool because, like, with Broadway, there's that tourist side of things that, like, but, you know, maybe some locals go to that, but it just keeps the city going round. And then those same musicians, among others, are just doing these, like, I don't know. I think it's just something, obviously Nashville's Music City, but I don't know how exactly to say this, but there's just something really special when so many people are musicians by trade or even just by hobby. Like, it's just something that ties us all together, especially when you play tons of shows at least. I don't know. It's just incredible.
Everybody
I
has
don't
something
know.
to do.
I remember the days when Nashville used to have musicians outside places playing.
Yeah.
With busking. They were out busking. You don't see as much of that now as there used to be, but I used to love the buskers out there. Those are my favorite. Back in the 80s and 90s, there was so many of them. There was this one guy that I took my daughter when she was 4 or 5 downtown one time, and we passed this old black man playing blues. He had his guitar, little drum thing. I mean, he was a one-man band.
That's so cool.
And as we walked by, he started singing a song to her, just made it up on the spot. And we stopped, and he asked her name, and he asked, what do you want me to play? And she's a kid. She said her name barely. She was a bit shy. And I was like, just make something up about a pretty girl. And he made this song up just on the spot. I wish I had a phone at the time to record
Right?
it.
All these
Yeah.
amazing things that
Yeah.
happened in the 1900s.
Oh, he passed away. He passed away, I wanna
Late
say, like
1900s.
10 years later,
Aw.
15 years later, and there was a big thing about him in the paper talking about him. A lot of people knew him, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was amazing. He was just this one-man band that
That's
busted
incredible.
out there.
A lot of
and-
respect for that, for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Also, I'm sorry if this story is unrelatable for you, Will, because you're the only person here who wasn't alive in the 1900s.
Really? You're 2000, baby?
Yeah, 2000.
We're all less than a year apart, but like he's still the only one here who hasn't seen the 1900s. You know?
You're born in 2000. You're a millennial. You're a true one, all right?
Well, I know. I think I'm
We're all Gen Z. We're all younger than millennials.
Generation Z.
No.
Millennials are getting old now.
You know, millennials are like in their 30s now.
Yeah.
Suckers.
Suckers.
I barely remember my 30s.
Me too.
And another like,
I mean, like
Not
the
even
first
there.
30s, like the days, but.
another like half century, like okay boomer, it's gonna turn into okay millennial.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause they'll be
That
the old
doesn't,
guy- old
doesn't
geezers
sound
now.
as good.
Well, and that's only because no one really uses boomer in the way it was originally used.
Oh, okay.
Time goes on, like, and implications change based on, people.
Yeah. It's just so funny. I watch the vocabulary, period, just the way things changed. Like, I used to tell people that rainbow was my favorite color, and now it's like, they're like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, rainbow. And I had someone go, you can't have that color anymore. We've taken that. No, you have not. Unicorns and rainbows rule my life. Do you know who Lisa Frank is?
Exactly. Oh no, it's.
I know who Lisa Frank is.
I used to have a Lisa Frank lunchbox when I was little. That's funny.
I got my friend's daughter. I gave them some school supplies, and I got her a Lisa Frank looking binder for her school, even though it said plain white. And I'm like, no.
It's funny because like lots of people think I'm bisexual, but I'm very straight. Which like it's if I were bisexual or gay, that's fine.
It's
There's
wishful
nothing wrong.
thinking.
That's no. But
It's funny because she wears that like.
I wear jean jackets. I cuff my
No,
jeans.
it's
I
the
do
jean
finger
jacket,
guns.
The jean jacket with a bunch of like pins on it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like your typical like bisexual stereotype.
Yeah, lots of like I have had several friends that are like don't ask me that, but you're like, yeah, you give off bisexual vibes, and I'm like,
Like I said,
you're like a lower alto too.
I was a theater kid. Lower
altos. Lower alto.
If you sing low, you're gay.
Well, it was
So if you didn't know, folks, where you sing is correlated.
Well, it was funny because like earlier today, we were talking about like song choices and stuff in terms of like set lists and everything.
That's your man right there.
Oh, I know. He said worse. He said much worse.
And she said, and we were like talking about like singing like "Are You Gonna Be My Girl?" And then she's like, "I want to do that only if you sing it or whatever."
Yeah.
It was just like some people already think I'm bisexual. I don't want to like perpetuate that.
Like I don't want to. I'll sing it, but I don't want to be like, "Are you gonna be my boy?" or like, and saying "girl" sounds weird.
Yeah.
I'll sing like if it refers to she, like I'll sing it, but like it's so like plus Debo already covers it himself, and I'm like, you should just do it.
You just do it.
Just do it. And
Don't
you
make
sound
me do
good.
it.
You sound good anyway. So.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
I mean it. Yes, absolutely. So that's just.
I think I saw a video of you doing that cover. I know I saw the Adele
yeah,
cover,
I
and I was like,
Did you look at my personal YouTube? Because I do a video of me doing that like in 2014 with my own.
yeah, it was an old.
Why don't you
I knew
shout
it
out your
was old.
personal YouTube?
Yeah, so my personal YouTube, it's just my name, Brendan DeBonus. I don't really post anything super serious on it anymore. It's just like, cause like
I saw.
here's the thing, I'm not like a solo artist. And so it's like I just kind of occasionally post something on there. Like I'm really just doing stuff with the band at this point and my own freelance work. But yeah, I do a video on there from 2014 with my old band Smokestack back in high school. It was our sophomore year cabaret. Like it was one of those things where it's like for all of our shows we wore suits. Me and the other like frontman were in shades and stuff, and we did "Are You Gonna Be My Girl?" So that's quite the relic of my past from 8 years ago.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not ashamed of it.
I feel like band uniforms have gone out the window.
That's
They
what I always
have.
say. Every show, I always ask Lydia, like, what are we supposed to wear? Like, look, check her phone. It's on there. I asked her today. What do I wear?
Just put clothes on.
Yeah, that's what she says every time.
Yeah, we're not pulling the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You did. You come naked.
Well,
Although,
I was about to.
my old band in high school, Smokestack, like I mentioned.
Oh God.
wait, are you the bass player?
Yeah,
You better be careful because I know a lady. We all know a lady, Rock Princess. She catches you. She might ask you to take off your shirt.
Well, My band back in high school.
She asks all these bass players to take off their shirt, and she always posts pictures of them when you ask them to take off their shirt. They always do it. So if she asks you, you just do it. She's royalty.
We actually did at one point, my band Smokestack from back in the day. We did this performance where at the end of it we all like took off our shirts, kind of.
Yeah.
And it was very out of place because there weren't very many people at the venue.
And it was at a coffee house, by the way.
Everyone just felt really awkward. Like we were playing this at the end of our set. We were all gonna do "Give It Away" by the Chili Peppers.
There you go.
There were 5 of us on stage.
They were ready.
Like, and then the band there was another band who came in after us, and they were like starting with the Chili Peppers, and so after it was also like really awkward. They were just like, we're gonna play the Red Hot Chili Peppers too, but we're gonna keep our shirts on.
As long as they didn't do the same
They
song.
missed a golden opportunity.
But then like a half of a year later, the apparently like the drummer's mom was like looking at old relics from our YouTube channel because they had no idea that but apparently she had no idea that we had done that before. And so she saw that and then got really pissed off at her son and stuff, and was like wanting and I had to unlist it from my YouTube channel because of that and stuff.
Wow.
And so I think you should bring it back.
I think you should bring it back.
Bring
it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Homemade God Studio viewers, if you want to see this video, go ahead and chime in and leave some comments.
Yes.
He was of age.
Definitely. He was 19.
Age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was 19. He was of age.
Everyone was of age?
Well, it was just a shirt.
It was just a shirt.
Okay.
It was just a shirt.
No, we were all like fucking.
We're
17
consenting
at the time.
adults.
We were like 17 at the time, so we were very young.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's kind of awesome. I like that.
Yeah, long story short, we didn't take ourselves very seriously. Which was fun for the time, but you know.
I think
17, you shouldn't take yourself seriously.
Well, I mean, at 22,
Very different
the
stages of
success
life,
that you're having and that you are going to continue to have, because, I mean, I don't see you guys slowing down anytime soon.
Definitely not.
Oh, thank you.
So, I mean, the success that you guys have yet to receive.
I think also once we're all graduated school and stuff, we definitely plan on touring a lot more consistently, trying to just travel around the country as much as possible, because the more time goes on, the more we have different listeners in various places of the country, and so once we can start doing it weekly basically, then that's what we're really working towards right now. Even though we have limitations with all of our schedules, you know.
We need to graduate so bad.
Yeah.
Now.
And what kind of merch do you guys have when you go on tour?
How much what?
What do you guys sell, merch-wise, when you go on tour?
We have shirts. My friend Olivia just made this new logo for us, so I need to order new shirts. If you want one, hit me up. DM Gentry Blue. So shirts, stickers. I love to give away stickers because if someone can't afford something, I love to.
Stickers
We've got nicer stickers that are $1 or $2 that stick to for a good amount of time.
When you see Catfish Seminar tomorrow, ask Andy Jane about stickers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll show you the stickers that are on the fridge over there in a little
okay.
bit.
He's over there.
Cool.
If you listen to her, the Catfish Seminar Deliciously Nothing podcast, you will hear how she is only a musician to design stickers.
Whoa, that's cool.
Hey, we're not deliciously nothing.
I am so sorry. That is the first time I've ever done something like that. Oh my God. If you listen to Homemade God Studio, it's because it's on my mind because your show tomorrow. I'm sorry.
I understand completely.
I just keep thinking about your show tomorrow
It's okay.
that I have to miss.
You'll be there in spirit.
So Homemade God Studio audience.
Yes, I'll make that.
No, stickers. I want to get koozies that we don't have them yet.
CDs too.
So we do have CDs.
nuts.
Oh my God.
CDs and nuts?
CDs, no nuts, unfortunately. Edible or physical.
Something's happening tonight.
Have you guys heard this the controversy in the news recently with Wendy's?
Oh no.
Well, no, I have not. What did Wendy's do this time?
It's a controversy about Wendy's nuts are going to be in your face.
There you go. There you go.
Damn.
Okay,
You
okay.
got me on that one. Everybody knows that. Damn.
Do we have a commercial we can play? I feel like we need a break after that.
to our sponsor, Jack's Guitar Yacht.
Okay, deadass on the car right here. He's like, should I do one of those types of jokes? And I'm like, I mean, sure, if you want to.
Yes, you got me on one of those types of jokes. That's awesome.
You got
me
the
good.
world on that.
Well, here's the thing. I need to do something to redeem myself because I fell for one of those in a group chat I was in earlier today. So now, but now I've gotten someone, so I'm 1 for 1. You know?
So that means we're at 0-0 now.
Yeah.
I guess now I'm just neutral. Now it's.
I don't know. I once got a guy at work with the nothing starts with N and ends with G, and he spent all day, and he finally comes up to me and goes, Nog! Nog starts with N and ends with G. And I'm like, well, so does nothing. And he's like, fucking hate you. He spent the whole day trying to think, and I was like, yeah, Nog, Nag. Your mama.
Nog.
He just comes up to me and goes, Nog. Nog. Of all the words, that's the one he comes up with.
Not nogget. Well, never mind that because it is a word, but just Nog.
Yeah, just Nog.
No.
There's a Star Trek character called Nog. That's what I'm
There
thinking
is.
of.
There is.
Oh my god. So funny.
That was good. That was
Thank you
good.
for
Good.
That was. Thank you. I'm sure I'm going to tell him to watch this episode and let him know, look, someone got me. I'm as stupid as you are. Alex, I love you. If you're watching, yeah, I love you, Alex.
Oh my god.
So I know you guys were splitting your setup in two. Is that what was going on?
I think so. Yeah. Should we go ahead and do some more?
Yes,
Do
let's
you want
Alright.
to do like some looping stuff in the meantime?
Yeah.
And then we can play some more.
Yeah, I can do that. I was going to.
Ooh.
I used to busk a lot in high school. It's kind of how I built some. There's another electric violinist who does a blog, and she said you need to busk and you'll build balls of steel. And I definitely did that.
Yeah.
I dealt with some weird people that.
Does she buy?
I don't know, but she's married.
I'm just kidding.
To a man. But that's really funny. Oh my god, no. But yeah, like I learned a lot about just from online, and I could not find anyone to be in a band with me, or like I never really tried. I was too nervous. There was only like one drummer in the whole high school, and maybe one guitarist, and I did not get really good vibes from them. I was just like, I don't really know them. They're in my class, but
She didn't have a smokestack, basically.
no, I
They're
did
not
not have
having
a
to rip their
smokestack.
shirts off at coffee houses.
No, that was not my vibe. But I did play at coffee houses though. But yeah, I just quickly started playing at a couple wineries and making some money, which is I've made more money in high school playing in my small hometown area than we've made in Gentry Blue combined, I'm sure, which is a little sad, honestly. We need to just start playing at wineries.
You know,
Start
there's
making some money.
something that can be said about that because the most money I ever made playing out was at a
Was that a winery?
tasting room at a winery
Oh,
and then a brewery. And I was like, oh my god, you can get paid doing music? That's so awesome.
Ooh, we need to do that then. Oh my
Like
God.
in a check even. I was like,
Yes,
oh.
yes.
What?
Yeah,
Check?
in my
It wasn't
name.
check.
I was like, what?
No, like
Wow,
there was one
something that
winery.
The IRS can track you back on.
Yeah. Well, you have to make a lot of money for that to happen.
Yeah.
One great thing about Broadway is when you just get paid in cash or whatever, it's so much easier to commit tax fraud, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Ah, yes, good old tax
It
fraud.
happens. Chippers, delivery drivers. I was a delivery driver once.
As long as you claim a little bit, you're good.
Yeah.
You gotta claim
When
something.
I waited tables, I made $2.13 an hour, and we were always required to claim at least, I think it was 15%. I would always claim 20% just so they say, oh, because it was decent money. You know, I was like, oh, I can, yeah, I made 20% of my sales.
Yeah. You made more.
Yeah, I definitely made more, but it doesn't help when you're trying to buy a house.
No,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
definitely not.
We're gonna have to worry about that in a couple of years, you know. One
Probably at least a couple of years with how
Yeah.
things are.
one thing at a time is kind of like our mentality right now. We're just gonna be focusing on the wedding for the next
I'm
year.
still in college, so.
Well, no, graduating, and then that, and then once that's taken care of, then we can work on buying a house. But
Well, I watched this movie called Marry Me on Netflix, and it was like a J-Lo movie.
Oh,
But
one of
the
those.
premise of the movie was like, she was a big musician, you know, she's a star, and she was gonna marry another star.
Oh, I think
And they
I've
wrote
seen
the
trailers for
song
that.
"Marry Me" because they were gonna have a publicized arena wedding, and they were gonna perform the song "Marry Me" and get married in front of the world, and stuff happens. Well, duh. He's a big star.
And his J-Lo.
But the point is, I thought it was a cool idea that I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, you know,
Kind of cute.
kind of cute, but you know, not,
Not.
but not mushy.
Wrong idea, wrong people.
Yeah. It's a good idea, but you know, I
I'll
feel
say I didn't watch that movie.
I watched it because I was like, "Psh, what is this? So stupid. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh my god.
No,
If it
literally-
were done right, it'd be great.
I feel
There
that.
was no happy ending at the end either.
There was a happy
there was
ending
a
at the
happy
I'm not going
ending.
to give away the movie.
No.
It was I thought it was a good movie, but I also like, you know, J-Lo, so.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. Like, I'm not a rom-com or, like, romance type of watcher, but I got into Bridgerton about a month ago. I binged that whole thing. I was like, oh my god, the Lord wants to marry Lady, or like, I don't know. That's literally both seasons. Like, you kissed my sister, you must marry her. Like, it's just so, like,
For kissing?
for
For
kissing.
kissing, really?
It's so
I'd have been in
aggressive.
trouble.
Or it's like, no, it's like I watched you make out together for like 10 seconds and it's so scandalous. And it's like, what? it's kind of funny, honestly, but
It
it's
is like the 18th century, right?
yeah,
So.
Well, The Wrong Missy is a rom-com, but I highly recommend it.
the wrong Missy.
Mhm.
I'll have to look at that up.
That one, because it's pretty raunchy comedy. It's
love some
hilarious.
raunchy
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hilarious.
No, I've got a big movie list. I'll definitely add that too.
But that's a sign that you're getting older.
Movie list.
Rom-com.
Oh, rom-com. I'm okay with that. I was like, movie list. That makes sense. Here, I'll get up there.
Movie list is a sign also.
Making a list of movies that I'm gonna watch.
Making
I'll eventually watch this.
So what kind of movies do you like?
Wide selection.
Oh, wide.
So I'm a real big movie rewatcher.
Me too.
I had them over the other day, and we watched Free Guy. It's on.
Again.
Well,
I've watched it like
oh,
twice
I
already.
love that movie. Well, the first week I watched it, I watched it 10 times.
I didn't watch it that much. I didn't like it that much.
Oh, I loved it. I watched it 10 times that week. They came over and I tried to put it right back on after it finished. They're like, no, we're not about to do that.
No, we're not watching it again.
I'm like that with I try and make everyone watch Behind the Curve, which is technically a documentary.
It sounds familiar.
It's about flat earthers.
Yes, I do remember.
But
Oh,
I find it seriously hilarious, so I
Yes,
watch it
because
all
some
the
flat
time.
earthers
Yeah.
Are some strange people if
I
you
also
fucking
watched
think.
that.
Yeah, I've.
That's the sign, flat earthers.
Yeah.
They get.
There's a sign.
There's-
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They, I know it. I know
Do you
it.
have to like do the face too? Because
Are you making fun of my face now?
But like, do you have to have like a straight face? Like,
I don't know.
Can you be like?
When I was in Washington, apparently at I think it's called a Taco Time, it was a local taco place in Washington. They would have monthly meetings, and it would be the first Sunday of every month. And I always wanted to go and like sit in a booth to see if they still met up. But I read it online somewhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to go. What if they're still there? I need to. I just want to listen. I want to see who's there, because they do have among their community the celebrity ones. You know, like the celebrity people. I'm like, I want to know. And one of them lived in Washington, so I was like, I wonder if he shows up. If he shows up, and he always wears like T-shirts of himself, or like T-shirts that have to do with flat Earth. And I really want to see it. I will admit, I want a flat Earth table, because if you see the coffee table this guy makes, it's amazing. But yeah, I'm all about this documentary, because yeah, I try and make everybody watch it.
I definitely have to cue that.
It is an interesting documentary.
And then
I have
anything
seen
that
it.
has to do with music, I watch. Like my all-time favorite movie is that movie Rockstar with
I
Marky
still
Mark
haven't
and
seen it.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, that one. I remember that one because there's a shot of Jennifer Aniston. You can see through her shirt almost.
It's because she has a fish. Jennifer Aniston wears a fishnet dress,
Yeah.
and it's basically flesh covered.
Basically, yeah. That's the only thing I remember of that movie.
Oh yeah.
That is kind of like the.
And it's a great soundtrack. It's the whole thing. Like I get attracted to music
Story.
movies because of the soundtracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
It would be like a great like end goal one day to like be able to write a film score at some point. I feel like.
That would be awesome.
So much
But-
fun.
Have you ever heard Explosions in the Sky?
No.
They were mainly instrumental, and it started like they would do film scores and stuff. If you ever get a chance, Explosions in the Sky is freaking awesome. And just exploring, like I just got tired one day of working and not having good music, and I would listen to binaural beats, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if there's instrumental bands that I might like. And so I discovered Explosions in the Sky, Balmaray. Balmaray I really loved because they did a lot of piano stuff in it, but if you listen to it, they even have a song where they incorporate like a old typewriter sound into it, and and it gets intense, and it gets like someone's like writing and they're going crazy, and then it just like stops. So it's orchestrated well too. But yeah, check them out. Yeah, they're really awesome.
I've heard all
Yeah.
this stuff. It's dope as hell.
I do. I make people listen to stuff. I'm like, let's just listen to
Make me
this.
a list.
Sign of a good friend.
Yes.
A friend that recommends music is always a good friend. Friends and music are best friends.
Oh yes. Completely agree. I feel like I'm being aggressive sometimes with like, you need to listen to this so and so, and then they're like, okay, whatever, and then I'm like, no, but you like that.
I just send links. I just text message someone if I hear a song and I'm like, oh my god, I'll just message them. Like, boom, listen to this.
I'm terrible with sending people TikTok videos. Like, I think it used to be like my old roommate. She texted me. She's like, "You sent me 60 videos."
I limit myself. I limit myself to 3. I'm like,
3 sends or 3 watches?
3 separate videos because I send them to like I have a list. There's like 10 people that I regularly send things to, and they all have topics that I'll send them, But I limit it to 3 videos. Like there's the one I send like animal videos to, and then there's the one I send like raunchy videos to, and the dad joke videos.
That one too on that list too. Why am I not on these lists?
Because I don't want to annoy you with everything that I
You should
see.
put them on the Ratchet Hispanic TikTok list. That shit's fun.
Right. Right.
All right, we got Lydia up there about
Oh,
to play
yeah.
us some music.
I'll do something interesting, I guess. I'll do something. Oh, what's fun is like this looper, you can like
Change the beat pattern on how you press it, and hopefully the sound's coming through. This is something that I arranged myself a few years ago. It's a cover, not an original. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? takes to the sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Will you stay as she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? She is like a cat in the dark, and then she is the darkness. She rules her life like a fine skylark, and when the sky is starless. All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Will you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Or will you ever win? Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Takes to the sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover? All your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Wouldn't you say as she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? Or will you ever win? Thank you. I always do that. I love doing that. It wasn't heard? Really? Oh no. Rip. What? Ah. Oh no, that's okay. Hey, you all heard it, so that's what matters. Aw, thank you. I got it on YouTube, so I guess that's what counts. Oh my goodness. Well, I've got another one that I already was thinking of, another cover that I used to do all the time, and no one knows this, but I'm a big U2 fan, which is they're like people like him, people dislike him. I don't know, but this one's called "Bad" by U2.
this life lying to the wind and leave this heart of clay and see you walk away into the night, the day, into the half-light, through the flame. So let it go, and so to fade away. So let it go, and so to fade away. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. Oh, I'm not sleeping. What? What'd you say? Oh. I thought you said beat your wife, and I was like, what does that mean? I was very confused. We do not. Those are two. That's my future wife versus beat my wife. Those are two very different things. Do you guys want to come up and do some fun stuff? Cool. Aw, love you too. Love you too. That's so sweet. Oh, you guys are the best. So nice. Here, I'm gonna get some water real quick. Do you want me to suffer? I will suffer. I will suffer, apparently. No. My parents. That's okay. I don't know. He's probably just like, acapella. She's doing an acapella. Wow. Like, okay.
He's being facetious,
Oh, yeah?
Will. We're not doing that one.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
And when I brought the bow to band practice, like my bass player was like, oh shoot. And I'm like, oh, I hate you. Like, it's all these months I've had this and haven't been able to use it. I was like, I suck. Suddenly,
No,
I
like
knew.
it's kind of hard. Like I used to take private lessons. I need to get back, but my technique is slack. Like you're supposed to put your thumb in this, and then like it's really precise. And then there's this whole different like technique of just like moving your wrist up and down. Like it's. So many classical violinists probably see me and they're like,
What is she doing?
she's terrible. Oh my God. And I'm like, I haven't touched my instrument in like a month. What are we doing?
You're
Should we
amazing
do,
just the way you are.
Oh.
Should we do Give Them More Ghosts?
What?
No ghosts.
What ghost?
Should we do Give Them More Ghosts?
I feel like the
Yale
bass
more
player's
ghosts.
shirt has kind of
Familiar.
opened up a little bit.
I don't get it.
He's just a few buttons away from taking it off.
Okay.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm really
Christine,
tired.
this is
Alright,
for
we're
you.
doing Familiar Ghosts. This is
Okay.
off our debut EP.
We have 5-hour jet lag, and I think it's catching up with me like right now. So.
I'm also making really bad puns right now.
Yeah, I don't get it.
In the middle of taking my shirt off.
Take your shirt off during like the really calm parts, like.
Are you going to give it away? Is that what's happening?
I realized your shirt kind of got like someone's. It looks like the bass player's shirt's coming off.
No, shirts will be sitting on for this podcast.
This man has a tradition of whenever he hears the song "Give It Away," he has to take his shirt off. Or something.
At the end.
Oh my God. Anyway, Familiar Ghosts.
Oh, start.
Oh, I just got your pun. I just got it. It took me a second. It was a pun about What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. Have you guys seen it? I don't know exactly. Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
It's the TV show.
I have only
specifically.
seen a couple of the episodes on the TV show, but I've definitely seen the movie and I loved it.
No, watch the TV show. It's so funny. It's one of the characters. waltzing with familiar ghosts. Purple skies fit back to life. Half of the year we spend in darkness, grow like wildflowers in winter. Grow like wildflowers in winter. That was funny.
Yeah. I feel like I need to tune up a bit.
Feel like you what? Yeah. You know, like the song La Villa Strangiata by Rush. Like there's a subtitle and it's called An Exercise in Self-Indulgence. That just made me think of that. Just like he's got a little smile on his face the whole time. He's like, I know, that was, he dropped it like it's hot. No one saw it. We saw it. Yeah. If people were here in studio, they would have seen it. We have Jake as an extra witness. Jake! What was that song called? Familiar Ghosts. Yeah. Oh, it's over there. Yeah, that's a fun one. So it's a weird structure, but it's fun. Let's see. What are we doing? Should we do one more?
Do we want to do just Tourniquet, or do we want to do Origins also, or?
Those are only two options right now.
We have more songs. We
we
just
have more, but like.
we just only have 2 more that are performance ready.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just end on this one. This will be our last song of the evening.
Yeah, one of our choices is cool. One of them is lame. So it's like our least streamed song on Spotify, and I'm like, yep, it should be that way. I agree. It's really.
I sometimes stream it backwards, just hoping to use the rewind.
Oh, wait, you pull like a Ferris Bueller when like they steal the Mustang and they just like roll.
Well, here's the thing. I think we should actually do 2 more songs this evening, because Will didn't want to do Origins, and I want to one-up him by by making sure that we do it. Just because fuck you for not wanting to do it, so let's do it. And I'm gonna start playing it, and so we're gonna do it regardless.
Man, you're feeling spiteful tonight, aren't you?
I'm just gonna start playing it, so we're gonna do it regardless.
But what if I don't want to do it?
All right, well then.
Whenever we fight on this battleground, I know I'm better off without you. Keep me from being happy within. Origins of your heartbreak. Trace back to your face. Though I never had a choice, you can leave my memory. Forgot I was supposed to play. While I cut you off in attack when you're way too close for comfort, I refuse to remember a thing. My voice is suddenly scratchy. Origins of your heartbreak trace back to your voice. Though I never had a choice, you can leave my memory. Violin solo. too good to be true. It's like a fairy tale loving you. I don't wanna forget you forever, but now I regret all these things we've done. Origins of your heartbreak, back to your face. Though I never had a choice, you can't leave my memory. Origins of your heartbreak, trace back to your face. Though I never had a choice, you can't leave my memory. Oh my God. No. I'm being facetious. It's like if this man just suddenly is doing what he is, then I'm gonna do what I do. I don't know.
So I guess the last song we'll do tonight is our unreleased original tourniquet that we have recorded.
How do you spell tourniquet, Debo?
Tourniquet.
I think that's correct.
That is correct.
That is
And-
correct.
And if you want to have me
Ding, ding, ding.
match the respective numbers to each letter of the alphabet tourniquet, we got 2015, 21, 18, 14,
He does this all the
9,
time.
17, 21, 5, 20 are the respective
Wait.
numbers to each letter of the alphabet of tourniquet.
What about decimal for tourniquet?
Decimal, well, D is the 4th, E is the 5th, C is the 3rd, I is the 9th, M is the 13th, A is the 1st, L is the 12th, so, yeah.
Oh.
I guess that's a way of being cut off from my letter number matching game here. I'm extremely autistic, if you couldn't tell. This is what I do in my.
You're not extremely.
I'm not extremely.
No, you're not extremely.
I'm being facetious. This is what I do in my spare time.
You gotta find a way to use that word in a sentence.
Whenever we mean facetious, we say fascist, just as a running joke. So I'm being too fascist right now.
Okay, we want to do tourniquet.
All right.
Sorry, I'm being too fascist over here. I'm facing down relics of our past, never knowing why they say
that I'll never tell. Wilting at my side, you're the ace in my side, the rain on my mind, the weight that holds me down. You're the weight that holds me down.
That last song's coming out in a few months. Stay tuned.
We don't know when. Woo! Bootleg!
Speaking of bootleg.
Speaking of bootleg, so they came out with a new. Are you guys too young for Chippendales? Rescue Rangers, like not the dancers, like Chippendales, Rescue Rangers. Okay, so there was a new Chippendales movie that came out, and I watched it, and it's kind of like a today's Roger Rabbit would be. Like they have all these different styles of animation that are worked into it. Also, like, is it Dale? He did the CGI surgery, and it made him all 3D, you know, but Chip didn't, so he was still in his regular animated thing. And the whole premise of the movie is they're trying to get these tunes, and what they do is they bootleg them. So like if they capture them or whatever, they turn them into like bootleg characters for these like bootleg knockoff movies. It's really weird, but I was like, oh my god, this is like Roger Rabbit. It was really good. I highly recommend it. But seriously, are you guys Gentry Blue?
Yeah.
Get over here. I know we're wrapping up the night. Are you guys doing anything else this evening? Or is this all you get to perform tonight?
We
have an interview.
Oh.
interviewing right after, so.
You're interviewing for the Kita's Caravan on the
Leading
Asylum
the
Radio
Witness.
Network. Leading the Witness. Sorry. What is going on?
For what?
Who are you interviewing for?
So yes, I am officially doing my Gentry Blue interview for the Asylum Radio Network. Should be airing. Nope, don't remember. 3 weeks, 2
You
weeks.
said June 11th, I think. in
Okay,
our
that sounds
message.
great. Soon, 3 weeks, I think.
Awesome. Well, I really have been enjoying the segments that I've been hearing in the interviews that you've been doing.
Being the one who's doing the interviews, I love the themes that I'm hearing, and I've been saying it forever. We've been demonstrating it forever. That like community is so important right now, and I really hope that musicians are listening to each other on these interviews, and I'm so excited to like get all these different viewpoints. So Rattle Trap is airing tomorrow.
Awesome.
And I'm interviewing Gentry Blue tonight, so we're getting like all these different perspectives, and I'm like just really excited for all these interviews to start rolling out.
Me too. The ones I've heard so far, and I really like the fact that Saturday is the new interview, and then Sunday we do the replay from the week before. Because I listen to it when I'm at work. I'm always working when your show's on, and so that's what gets played at the end of my day. You know, I start it and I go. And the interview part is just like you said, there's a theme that you see through all of it, and it all involves like what we do to help each other and to build more of a like family relationship.
Absolutely.
Hey, I can't do this show. Can you guys do it? You know, just like even offering other bands, you know, to do that. It's like, I mean, I know we all want to gig, but I just like the fact that everyone doesn't feel like they're always in competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really love the atmosphere in Nashville where like everyone's like super like mutually supportive of each other basically, and not like trying to like obviously everyone wants their own success, but at the same time really trying to build up others. I really love the community of that.
I feel like
I've noticed here.
this specific rock scene, like this, the podcast family meets some other bands that we know.
Yeah,
like the general rock alternative-esque scene. It's just like we're all in this together. We all want to be successful. We're all getting to the same destination. Let's just help each other and just, you know.
I want to be playing shows with you guys in 10 years.
Absolutely.
You know, like where are we going to be in
Yes.
10 years?
Yes.
You know, like what kind of fest are we going to be putting on in 10 years?
my
You know,
God.
just I like thinking about that kind of stuff, you know, because this to me, it's like as soon as people become aware of the actual change, like everyone kind of feels it, but now we're all talking about it. And that just is like, oh, okay, well, we are a community. Then it's like, well, where are we going to be in 5 to 10 years? What are we going to be doing?
What are we working for?
Yeah. Like, I can't wait to see what happens with I mean, you guys are 22. When you're my age, I hope I'm around to see how awesome you are.
And I really like the whole new wave of classic rock thing. We'll get into that for the interview, but yeah, I just think your perspective is so incredibly important because I really see Tennessee bringing back rock in like kind of a really big way, especially like with the genre mismatch. We'll talk all about that later, but I'm just really excited that you guys are gonna stick around. I know we're probably all tired, maybe had a few too many shots.
One.
Not really.
We have one.
I think I need like 2 more.
So I'm gonna get some help on this interview from Miranda Sky and Johnny El Poño Clásico Gibson. Such an Anglo last name.
But no, I think it's.
It is.
Mine is Owens.
I think it's really awesome. I was interviewed by Keita. I felt honored that she even asked me to interview. But some of the things that, you know, she kind of brings out when you're talking, I think it's really important that we all talk about and actually, you know, it's funny when you listen back. It's like, oh, wow, I feel the same way. You know?
There are a lot of common themes coming up.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. But my favorite part is just how much we all care about the community.
That's so special and like exciting because it's just like, you know, people can say crap, but like when you mean something and that many people mean that, you know, I mean, like I can at least speak for us, you know, like it's a sense of belonging. It's a sense of like, hey, you're not alone. Like, oh, do you know how to do this? I need some help with booking, art,
collective.
like anything. And people are just so kind and just want to help each other out mutually, like because they want to, not just because like, oh yeah, I'll give me some money and I'll do like, you know, like people should be paid. People should be paid for their time and effort, obviously, but like, it's not. We're not in it for.
It's not just a monetary
Yes.
thing. It's about making connections that will last like a lifetime.
Yes. And just
Or
these.
hopefully.
Yeah. No, absolutely, and like I think that's
It's like
just
raising the
goal.
vibration of the world.
Yes. Because we're all in this together, and it's just it's not just a scene. It's like a, hey, we all live in this area, and we all do such similar things. You know, we've got each other's backs. You know.
Yeah.
And I think another cool thing is like I remember we actually went on this kind of like double date-ish thing with Josh and Felicia from Year of October, and I was just like, hey, I hope that like it's not weird that you guys are like 30 something and we're like 20 something, and they're like, we don't care, because like we're in it together, and like you guys are just so nice, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so kind of you. I forgot what else I was just about to
I mean,
say,
age
but
really
yeah.
doesn't matter once you're out of high school.
No.
And especially now when everything needs to change, we need the fresh perspective. And like, I think those who are open-minded enough, you'll look at their camps and you can see it's a lot of different kinds of personalities, a lot of different backgrounds. Fuck the age groups. Like, they're all over the
honestly,
place.
Yeah, no, I think it's wonderful. Like, just this, going to shows where we have, like, common bands, like, the next time we'll play together when
That's
we
right.
get the chance. I don't...
It's happening.
I don't think it's like, oh, they're older than us. Like, none of us care. We don't care, and I think it's a wonderful thing. I know that might sound weird, but I don't know, but yeah, no.
I think your mic is falling.
Like that had too many shots.
Yeah.
The mic
Wait, what if
had
I
too many
do this?
There we go. That
If I
works
do
too.
this.
Oh, I can hear you guys fine.
Oh.
Okay,
Lydia's
great.
mic is fired. She has to take over my mic now.
Welcome to marriage.
Yeah.
Right. You can take my mic. Well, that's what I see. That's the great thing about my marriage is my husband plays the cowbell.
Cowbell.
More cowbell.
You know, so
More cowbell.
Exclusively?
The cowbell king.
he's the cowbell king.
Exclusively cowbell? Or can he like mess around with the triangles?
I mean, he plays a mean tambourine too, like, and shakers. Like,
Tambourine takes some finesse.
It
I kind
does.
I mean that.
it does. It even like it cracks me up because he always like I don't play anything. But when you give him these instruments, he's like you're just like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Unless he drops the
Last time I saw his
cowbell.
profile picture, it looks like he could throw down.
Well, I mean, his profile picture, there was a story that went with it where there are now 2 factions of women that are, you know, fighting for his attention.
Oh.
The cowgirls and the Bell Witches.
Oh.
I myself am a Bell Witch.
Oh my god, like the cave Bell Witch, is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, because he plays the cowbell.
Oh,
so,
oh my God.
his fans, the cowgirls and the Bell Witches.
Yet again, that a pun took me a second to get because of jet lag.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no,
that's
that's
true.
so
You guys
funny.
have been
We're still
traveling.
night sometime. It's the middle of the night for us right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it feels like the middle of the night for me too.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this up?
I think we should wrap this up. Is there anything that you want to let people know about shows, interweb connections,
Ooh.
anything you want to tell the audience before we wrap it up?
Yeah, our new single "Tell 'em I'm Insane" just came out. It's available on your favorite listening platform and YouTube. It is a very exciting song about a woman who murdered her family. I'm sure you'll love it. It's for all us fun, villainous ladies out there who love a good time, and you know. So we have a music.
Murdering their husbands are a good time.
Yeah. No. I mean, no. And then we have a music video coming out for that in 2 weeks, which is very exciting. Approximately. In terms of definite things, literally tomorrow, we are playing the Summer Festering Festival in Belfast, Tennessee at Malice Haunted
At Malice Haunted
Attraction.
Attraction.
Malice Haunted Attraction.
$10, $5 BYOB.
Let's see. I think our next gig, not that tomorrow's not a gig, but like after we come back, we have a show at the Cobra June 27th. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of like near future stuff, but yeah.
Awesome.
It's like the Fantastic Mr. Fox, like,
Well,
however.
make sure always, if you guys have any events, if you have any releases you want us to know about, we can put it on one of our Homemade God Studio calendars. At the end of the show, we do an outro, which will go through a bunch of upcoming shows, big shows, local shows that are coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we always feature a song. A couple of your songs, I believe, have been featured on one of our outros or two of our outros. And next week it'll be featured. But this week we are featuring one of my favorite metal bands, Insane, and their song Confession. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go onto your favorite music platform. I use Spotify, but check it out. The song is called Confession, and if you have not seen them, check out their videos. I believe you can see their videos on LW Drums with a Z on YouTube. And if you're looking for them on Facebook, it is going to be the band Insane. But anyway, if you want to get your events put on the Homemade God Studio calendar, message me directly. Listen to Kita's Caravan tomorrow for the interview with
Rattle Trap. Also,
who
Jim.
has a show.
Tomorrow.
Is it
Wait.
tomorrow or
I don't
Sunday? Sunday, Rattle Trap will be playing with Blackwood. If you haven't heard Blackwood, they're fucking awesome. But yeah, on the 29th at, what is it, Cobra? Or where is
Listen to the show to find out.
it? Listen to the show tomorrow to find out. Or check out our concert calendars. They're in there.
DM us if you want to come jam here in the studio on Thursday, 6/9.
6'9".
Now a word from our sponsor.